I prefer to think of it as incendiary redecoration.
You're an arsonist!
Sorry, but you should have seen the look on your faces.
Yeah! We were running for our lives! Rolo's tail was on fire! He's never been the same!
He's never been the same. He talks with a weird low voice.
The source.
The source.
The source.
The claw.
The claw. The claw will save us from this winter hellscape. The claw.
The claw.
Hello, figments of my imaginations.
Hello.
And welcome back to Beacon Pines, where last time we realized the real Beacon Pines has been destroyed. We're in a fake. We're in a replica. What is life?
Oh. Everything is fake. Nothing is real. Points are made up. Nothing matters.
So just go play video games.
Yeah.
Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth.
Oh gosh, they moved the tree as well?
They gotta uproot the tree. You can't replicate a tree, like, perfectly.
He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow.
Oh, wait a minute, this is where his father's buried, isn't it?
Yep.
Are we about to learn if they actually moved the body or not?
You'll
no.
see.
Hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time, I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the whole world. Our favorite spot in the whole world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply. Just snow-covered silence.
Why did you give me a slip like that? What if I couldn't find you? You jerk.
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh.
Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy.
Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
But poor Iggy's like, I'm just a kid. I don't have the emotional maturity to know what to do here.
You just cowabummer.
Cowabummer.
So sad, dude.
This is where they killed my father, Iggy. Cowabummer.
Cowabummer. We gotta hide. Ugh. 259. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I forgot. 259 Kelvin. Fall off distance is still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259.
Sorry. You ever think about what we did here?
We saved a whole town of people.
Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? Like the grave of someone with a family. That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth.
The truth is overrated.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and loves it playfully.
Hey!
Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world.
Yeah.
Come on. It's almost lunchtime.
Oh, radioactive meatballs? My favorite.
You just do a little dance up to something. Cha-cha-cha.
I think he did. Haha, weirdo. You ever wonder over here?
We're here to cover up a company that has committed atrocities.
Capitalism.
Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me.
Not gonna lie, that's a bad break.
He's really just, yeah, bummer, dude.
Cowabunga. Here's some advice.
Just don't think about it.
She's probably about to say that.
Turn it off like a light switch. Go flick.
Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Oh my god. Iggy, come on.
Hey,
Who's any of this helping?
what?
Sitting here in the snow, crying like some pushover. Who you helping?
Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone.
Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass,
I should stand up for myself.
hell yeah. Kerr and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right?
Nat mentioned something about a
Luca
source.
wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to the perennial harvest.
Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it?
What do you have in mind?
If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it.
And what if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge.
Okay, I'm really starting to like Iggy's character.
He's still a jerk, but he's kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Alright, let's do this. I know where Rolo keeps the guns.
They're toy guns, they're Nerf guns.
I was gonna make a really bad joke about Rolo
Oh, no.
for when Rolo has a bad day at school.
Rolo goes to school with Nerf guns. Acting like it's a serious thing.
No!
Oh no. It can get awful cold out there in these woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way.
I don't think you've ever helped a kid in your life. Where's Rolo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her?
Oh heavens no! Do I seem like a killer to you?
I mean, you seem like something.
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
They know about the 12 5-year-olds.
Oh no. No, I don't like that. Well, do I? Oh shucks, now that hurts my feelings.
Listen here, you kiddler diddler. Screw that guy.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh. All right, so that's where home was.
Yeah. Did they move the house?
They moved everything apparently. Well, not everything. Maybe the house is one of the things they just couldn't not move.
Maybe. I think. Phew. Oh, pardon. I think because the house was like easier to move, they moved it. But we can see these buildings stayed here, so they just rebuilt these ones.
True.
Wait a minute. If this is the original town, that means.
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
The heck? What is that?
Long story. So a few years back, I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks.
Wait, how old are you, Iggy? So Luca was like what, 4 when the perennial harvest thing happened, or the foul harvest?
Maybe? How old are they right now? I don't actually know their ages.
I don't. I imagine like 12
12?
years old.
Right? I thought Luca was like 7 when the foul harvest happened.
So you're telling me a 7-year-old got some illegal fireworks?
I could see it, yeah. Not the wimpy fireworks stuff they give kids. The good stuff.
So why did you bury it under a tree?
That's the long part of the story.
Are you a wanton criminal?
Only in 5 states. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop? And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
The flaming chicken coop.
Flaming chicken coop.
Listen here, you little bastard.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
No. No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things.
You blew up the whole gosh darn chicken coop.
I prefer to think of it as incendiary redecoration.
You're an arsonist.
Sorry, but you should have seen the look on your faces.
Yeah, we were running for our lives. Rolo's tail was on fire. He's never been the same.
He's never been the same. He talks with a weird low voice.
Rolo got grounded for months.
Which is why I need to stash this evidence and lay low. So I buried them under the tree. But when I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out, it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us.
I just love the whole done with everything face Luca has. Unbelievable. Okay, so let's figure out how to get there then.
Each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like the stuff they put around Weepwood.
The chef who put up?
I don't know.
Do you think this is a game?
I mean, I did download it off of Steam, so yeah.
Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who was in way over his head.
A hero is just someone who refuses to give up.
Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero.
I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself.
Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful We are.
Prepare for blast off, loser. I love sassy Luca. Oh gosh.
Oh. Oh my.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo, 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 echo.
Whoa. It talked back to you. I can see why they...
I can see why they wanted the source. It's sapient.
I can see why they wanted to move all of us out of town now.
But why would they dig a giant hole?
I think this is it. Are we sure? That felt too easy.
This is the source? It's a dang hole. How do we smash a hole?
Well, depends what you mean by smash. Oh my gosh, I hope we get to push
no.
Kerr in.
Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend.
Kerr, where's Rollo?
In the hole. I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Safe in the hole. Well, safer than you two, at least. Drats, it's cold.
Well, why didn't you put on a jacket?
You just had to track me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr.
Also, I dropped my
Carpenter
jacket in the
studied
hole.
this in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it?
What did you do to our town? What is all this?
Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source, where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Oh my god, it is oil.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. The fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh, heavens no! My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications.
Complications like us?
You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is that we all play a part in our life. Our lives. The point is that we all play a part in our life. Dang it, I said it the same way again. Mine just had to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras, ready for your curtain call.
We aren't giving up without a fight.
Your smile's not going to be so winning after we're done with you. Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama.
Oh, I hope Iggy shoots him with a firework.
It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
I don't like changing moods with you.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Snap. Scene change.
Oh gosh. We're surrounded again.
There, that's better. Deal with them.
He turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop. Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you, regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? Nothing, nothing at all.
You're a terrible liar.
I'll have you know I'm a great liar. I'm an exceptional liar. Up. That's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool. Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You all can head back for the day. For the night. Dang it. You all can head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here. Just
Mr.
reverse
Kerr
out.
sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What? Like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Oh gosh.
It goes in the
Wait. Don't you have to light the thing first?
hole. Oh.
His face, he looks so terrified. Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
No!
Iggy tried to
Oh,
push
no.
away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side.
Iggy, I was just starting to like you. Don't die.
He dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow.
No.
He could
Oh,
see Kerr
no.
further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
Only Kerr should go in the hole. You reckless child, what have you done?
Well, I mean, Kerr knows no matter what, he's gonna die, so it makes sense he's crying at the end.
Yeah, makes sense. Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back.
How? What channel do I use?
It doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Kerr's out of the picture.
Oh no, Iggy, don't sacrifice yourself.
No, I'm saying get him off me. I'm gonna pull me up. Just let go and save yourself. If he lets go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it.
Iggy's such a badass. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go, you know? I mean, what are you, like 30? That's like really old.
Long life.
Gasped with insult.
Long life? I'll have you know, I can still play 25.
That's not going to hold up in a court of law.
You should have heard me sing the part of Phileas Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Tum-tum.
Mr. Kerr, if you're trying to convince me to let you live, you singing's not going to do it.
This is really bad. Wow, can you believe this guy?
Hum.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go.
No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, look at me. It's okay.
No, no, Iggy.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't going to kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend.
Yes, you are.
Nah, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr.
Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies.
I can't.
It's your only way out of this mesh. 2 birds with 1 stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
A calm settled over Iggy's face.
Oh my gosh, Iggy.
Oh. Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Had no choice but to.
We have both options.
Luca had no choice but
Accept.
to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good.
No!
The 2 silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Oh.
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 That's a lot.
A hell of a goodbye, Iggy. Luca. Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Oh gosh.
Jeez.
Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway. How? Tempest Liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. Oh, that might explain the time travel stuff.
Yeah.
But doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surrounding. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the gunk makes things cold and the fireworks made the whole freeze over? That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened in that
We have
case.
some idea what that would look like.
It will take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my way. Each one of us has our role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn, you are going to save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be
Destiny.
continued in
What?
Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
You had me there for a second.
Revenge served cold.
That's real funny.
Second time's a charm?
Just keep going.
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy.
I was too.
I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Oh gosh.
Oh, look
Well-
at the little art. That's a
Oh, I do
whole thing.
too. Okay, now we have to go back and choose refuse.
Yeah, refuse. Iggy has to live.
Accept again.
Luca had no choice.
Kill
but
Iggy
to
one more time.
refuse Iggy's request.
Just for fun.
Tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face.
No.
The end. I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Well, I mean, at least
That
we
one-
finished that out completely.
Yeah, wrapped up pretty easily. Look, we've got a whole branch of the tree filled out there.
Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, there's really nothing else this one can do, is it? Is there?
Yeah, we've learned all we can from that information.
It looks like this can go up to a location, then we have this one here.
Yeah. So all we have left is to be hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the interrogation.
Oh, right. We have to be hard on them.
Please don't phrase it that way.
They run the classic good cop, hard cop. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times.
Oh, I love that we're back with this group.
Rollo swaggered past the
Yeah.
chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, 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 Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said... Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Oh. Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on, let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt.
Oh, you're gonna give away your identity.
Don't be too stupid. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
Ah. We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
No dance! What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk.
I love Rollo.
Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran. Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Wait, is Juniper Gran's name?
I think so. Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? I think he was confused because why would somebody else call her Gran if it wasn't the kids?
Oh, okay.
Blow up the festival? Good lord!
He shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source.
I'm so happy we did the other branch first and now we know what the source is.
Yeah. Source? What's the source? It's where...
His voice faded to a whisper.
The town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Now let's not untie him this time.
Around with a repentant grimace.
How did he pass out? Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him.
What did he say about the source?
It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, we'd better not push Mr. Tolliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum?
Surely they wouldn't put that in the History Museum. Surely they're not dumb enough to go, yeah, this is the second Beacon Pines in the History Museum.
Nobody's discovered the truth because nobody cares to go to the History Museum. It just got set up for the festival.
Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves.
Is there anything more reliable?
The library? If there's any information about this source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Ooh, hard cut to the library.
Oh, cool. Hard cut. This is a dang nice library.
Thanks. We work hard on it.
Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian?
Adorable.
Adorable.
Oh, Kato hung out here so much. Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes.
They got you working for free?
It's quiet and I can get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want?
Fair enough.
What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you and Rollo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hinkatomic. If you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing. We sort of don't know.
What do you got on the history of the town?
There's this county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8. 6 feet under, 3 towns over.
I think that's a good place to end this one.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I love that. And honestly, I wish they would have kept that story going. I hated that they kind of ended it with a sequel joke. I felt like there was so much more that you could have done with it.
Yeah, but knowing the rest of the story, I can see why it was limited there.
Yeah, it feels like they got to that point and went, oh wow, we really could. There's so much we could do here. It would take a whole second game to do, and that's probably where they ended it.
Because it'd be like a whole new thing of trying to like figure out like how to stop the company from trying to get to the source again. Seeing if there's a way to stop the source forever, all that.
Yeah. Well, either way, I loved this, and I am still absolutely loving Beacon Pines.
Oh yeah.
If you're loving Beacon Pines too, let us know down below. But until next time, I hope you all have an absolutely lovely day. Bye.
Bye.